You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Mr. Dan Farris, brought to you in part by Reaper Arsenal Coffee. Smells like freedom. Dan, how's it going over there?
Yeah, you can get yourself some of that Reaper Arsenal coffee. You might want maybe an iced coffee, because the next couple days here,
it's going to be warm.
Serious stuff.
Heat advisory.
Yes,
They're
heat
advising
indexes.
us that they'll be heat.
Yes, advising us. They'll be. You know the drill. You got to be outside. Whatever. It's just like I've got guys doing the exterior of my house right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I told them. I said, like tomorrow is going to be like about 100 today, maybe 100, 300 to 5 tomorrow, something like that. Yeah. And I said, boys, seriously, just get it done. Tired of playing around. Whatever. Just quit your whining.
For this.
Get up there. Get up there closer to the sun. That second story ain't going to do itself. So that's just kind of how I roll. Let's see. Who's having birthdays today? That's not at all what I said. Without this man, we never, ever would have had All in the Family or the Jeffersons. TV writer, producer Norman Lear is 99 today.
Yeah, Gilligan's Island, I think, was another one of his.
He's around a long time. Did some amazing television.
Yeah, he's a talented dude.
Yeah, a lot of which, really can't be aired today because people just can't take it.
People can't handle it.
Bobby Gentry.
Oh, yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Okay, tell me.
Bobby Gentry, country musician, right?
Claim to fame. Ode to Billy Joe.
Yeah.
It was the 3rd of June, another sleepy, dusty down today. Song rocked so hard they actually made a movie of it starring Robbie Benson in 1976 called Ode to Billy Joe.
Yeah.
Because who's dumping who off the Tallahatchie Bridge? Who knows?
Yeah.
I don't know. Heidi, you know?
I don't know.
Heidi's completely lost over there.
I am completely lost.
And I know you've met this guy, spent personal time with. In fact, I think you've got all of his contact information from the Blue Collar Comedy Tour, Mr. Bill Engvall.
Oh, is it his birthday today?
Here's your sign.
I have to send him a message. I did not even know it was
64.
Today.
He does a recurring role on Last Man Standing.
Oh, yeah.
I love that show.
Reverend Paul.
I love that show.
It's just a great little part, and he does a great job with it.
Yeah, super nice dude.
Happy birthday to those folks. It was, let's see here, 1837. And we were talking about coins just last week.
Yeah.
The 2006 South Dakota quarter.
Yeah.
If you find a 2006 South Dakota quarter,
that's right,
and the pheasant has a little wound
on his wing,
on its left wing, that can be worth up to about $800-900.
If you happen to find one of those and the pheasant's wearing a Pioneer seed cap, it's worth a whole lot more.
We'll have a big discussion then. And this has to do with the U.S. Mint back in 1837. The U.S. Mint opens in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Okay.
Then just a few years later, in 1844, exact same day they opened, 7 years later, fire destroys the U.S. Mint in Charlotte, North Carolina. That really messed up their days without an accident safety record.
Yeah, it did. They had to change the sign. And
Yeah. It was 1967. President Lyndon Baines Johnson, LBJ, sets up and funds a commission to study the cause of urban violence. Apparently, that's still a work in progress.
Yeah.
We should get that report any day now.
Did we get it solved already or no?
Ooh, yikes. Who doesn't love the government? I know I do. So there you go. I know, you know, we all know, and we can just stumble forward.
I think we should. It is the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you in part by Reaper Arsenal Coffee.
smells like freedom.
I'm Nick from PureCannaCompany.com. We create the purest form of CBD with just 3 ingredients. CBD, as simple as 1, 2, 3. Everything is 100% natural, GMO-free, gluten-free, kosher, and made in the USA. From the soil to the oil, we provide the purest form of CBD. We also keep the prices low, so we can help as many people as possible. Learn more at PureCannaCompany.com. Oils, lotions, bath bombs, and more. Use promo code RADIO to save 10% at PureCanna, PureCannaCompany.com.
And now stuff Dan finds interesting. Yeah.
And it is time for stuff Dan finds interesting. Dan, what do you find interesting on this fine Tuesday morning?
Collector stuff. I mean, you guys, you love the 80s. In fact, Sunny Radio was launched just based on the 80s.
Oh, yeah.
80s and 80s was pretty cool. I was jocking rock and roll in the 80s, like for real. I was there for real. While it
We
unfolded.
were all there.
Ask me how much I remember. No, don't. And if you are a collector of things, maybe you've got some stuff from the 80s still laying around. I just came up, it's a partial list, just some cool stuff that was really popular and what it's worth now.
Okay.
For instance, from the original Star Wars, which was on over the weekend, by the way, the original Star Wars movie. And of course, it launched into huge merchandise.
Oh, yeah, insane.
George Lucas did okay with that.
The Star Wars FX7 action figure released in 1980. If you have one of those, model from the original trilogy, are always climbing in value, especially the FX medical droid.
Okay.
One just sold a year or so back for almost $9,000.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's just a little
pretty good
droid
deal.
action figure. What else? Oh man, see now I'm wondering. Barbie dolls.
Oh, yeah.
You ever
Sure.
do that?
Oh,
Whatever.
yes. I had so many.
Oh, my brothers used to just pile them on top of my daughter's Sadie. It used to drive me crazy. So I'm going to have to call her and see if she has this. They do a specialty Barbie around the holidays.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Called
that.
the Holidays Barbie.
Yeah.
It's the 1988 Happy Holidays Barbie. If you've got one laying around, still packaged, and you know
Sure.
the drill,
I
still
know
still
someone
looks
who
nice.
does.
Anywhere from $2,000 to $3,000.
Really?
Whoa.
My uncle has those. He's got a whole collection of those. Every year he bought them Barbies.
Is that something you really want to talk about?
He's like the ultimate collector.
He's a bit of a hoarder.
I love my uncle. He's
See,
awesome.
My brother Buddha, my middle brother, he collects stuff. I mean, he's a musician. He literally owns 9 full drum sets
Nice.
that are all set up in his house.
You
which
never
is
know when
just
you're going to
bizarre.
need them.
But he buys toys too.
Yeah.
And he'll have just these random worth of fortune dolls and cars. And he
Right.
just,
Beanie
he's a-
Babies?
Yeah.
I have a Beanie Baby in my bathroom. His little monkey, I call him Kenny.
And I was like,
Just so I got somebody to talk to when I get out of the shower.
they always have Kenny.
Am I sure I want to talk about this?
And my uncle had a Beanie Baby room.
Yeah.
So
Your uncle. Okay. Okay. Heidi, I know for a fact you have multiple Pez dispensers.
I do.
yeah.
This is a Pez dispenser from 1982.
Which one is it?
Was actually designed for the 1982 World's Fair in Knoxville, Tennessee. Unfortunately, only 2 were ever made.
Okay.
It's called the Astronaut B Pez dispenser. Last one surfaced in 2006, where someone actually paid, are you ready for this?
Uh-huh.
Pez dispenser,
Right.
$32,000
A
Oh.
lot of dough, man.
for a piece of plastic that spits candy nuggets. I think so too.
Yeah.
All right, my son was huge into these guys. We're talking 1984 here. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, comic book number 1.
Oh, yeah.
Number 1, one of the most expensive comic books published in the 80s. A almost perfect condition copy of a Ninja Turtles number 1 comic book recently sold on eBay for, take a guess, it's a comic book. Take a guess. Come on.
10 grand.
14 grand.
$80,000.
No way. Wow.
You want some more of this stuff? Are you digging it?
Yeah.
Good.
Okay. Speaking of quarters, this is not the South Dakota Wounded Pheasant quarter. This is a 1983 quarter, and apparently there's a bunch of them, and there were some notes. In 1983, somehow, they managed to smudge on this particular 83 edition. They smudged the words, "In God We Trust." So they look a little morphed, a little cloudy. Those are selling roughly for around $20,000 a piece right now. That's a quarter.
Yeah, you should check and see if you got one of those.
And I like this a lot because I'm a sports guy. Topps cards, number 482, the Ricky Henderson 1980 rookie card. And he was a big deal, and there were a lot of these around. But again, condition is everything.
Right.
You've got an 80s Ricky Henderson rookie card from the Topps company. You're looking at cashing anywhere from $30,000 to $40,000.
Wow.
So,
I happen to have a
1980s.
drawer with one of everything you just talked about in my drawer over there.
These kinds of things were really popular, and you look around, and a lot of people just throw stuff in drawers or boxes. And I'm the same. I've cleared a lot of stuff out in the past few years.
Yeah.
But you never know when you're going to stumble
Right,
across
exactly.
a treasure.
That's
'cause
true.
This stuff is out there.
I remember when we lived in Nebraska, there was a guy who had a little antique store, and somebody's relative passed away, and he came in to help them clear things out. And he was a super honest guy, thank goodness, because they had a bunch of stuff that was worth a lot of money. And they were basically going, if you guys want to take it and just, give us a couple $100. And it's like, yeah, this is worth $4,000. This over here is worth about $9,000.
Yeah, you just never know. I mean, it's...
So, yeah.
It's like my older brother Oogie, my brother Buddha, they go to estate sales, liquidation, stuff like that, and then they flip stuff, a lot of stuff. And if you know what you're doing, and I mean, they have come across some things that are just crazy. I remember my brother Buddha, some guy's having a garage sale, and he's got a guitar. What do you want for that? $12. It was actually like a 1940s Gibson acoustic.
Oh, wow.
It's worth thousands of dollars.
Wow.
So, yeah, I'll give you $12 for that.
Nice.
Whatever.
Well, very cool. Dan, you know what? I also find that interesting.
Oh, hey, thanks. I thought, Heidi, interesting?
I did. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So today it's stuff we all find interesting.
I feel so validated.
Hi, I'm John, and I'm here to show small businesses that radio is a great investment. So what do you have here?
This is a Chinese Ming vase.
Wow, that looks expensive and a bit fragile.
Yes, it's valued at... Oh my God, what are you doing?
Hey, that was fragile.
Why did you do that?
To show everyone that radio advertising is a much better investment than some old pottery. I sure hope you had insurance on that thing. Let BetterResultsAdvertising.com bring your message to life right here on the radio. Here's the legal lady.
No priceless heirlooms were destroyed. It was all in your mind. Thanks to BetterResultsAdvertising.com.
Time now for your morning coffee break, brought to you by Kaladi's Bistro on the corner of 26th and Minnesota Avenue in Sioux Falls. Mr. Dan Farris back in the studio right now, and he's got some important stuff. What do you got over there, Dan?
I do. First, a little quick piece of business here. Our friend Craig Nichols, Wash Clean Ministries, who happen to own the two locations of the thrift shop in town, have invited us to be part of the party on Saturday.
Yeah.
Sunny Radio is going to be at the South Minnesota location from 11 to 1.
Yep.
Having a huge grand opening blowout sale, everything. Not just select items, but absolutely everything inside and outside those stores.
That's awesome.
Is just going to be blowout sale price. And the cool part is every single dime from every single sale at the thrift shop
Such a great thing.
goes to fund Washed Clean Ministries, helping people break their addictions.
It's
So
a cool
how
thing.
great
And
is that?
This is such an amazing organization, and I'm excited. On Friday of this week, they actually have a thing at the pavilion.
Jack Levine, I will be there. Yeah.
I'm going to be there as well. I think am I the MC on that thing?
As far as I know, for some reason, they won't give me a microphone, John.
I don't know how that happened. No, I'm excited. It's going to be a lot of fun to meet Jack. We had him on the program last week. Going to have him back again Thursday, I believe, of this week. Going to visit with Craig on Friday of this week.
Speaker,
so we'll have
business
some more stuff.
consultant, nationally known
Author.
writer, and addiction specialist.
Yeah.
This event is free, by the way, at the pavilion on Friday.
So if you are interested, going, hey, I'd kind of like to check that out. If you can't find it online, reach out to me. I'll get you the details, and we'll make sure we save you a seat. But it is a really, really cool thing. A lot of fun stuff coming up this weekend. So that is awesome. Did you have more to add to that?
Alrighty. I do. It is that time of year, and boy, a lot of people had to kind of keep their powder dry across the country last year, so we got backed up with weddings. A lot of weddings had to be rescheduled, whatever, and now people are going bonkers. Anything to do with weddings is just hand over fist, but it's also the time of year when most people pop the question.
Oh, yeah.
The proposal thing.
Yeah.
So somehow, some outfit called Nijbowers and The Knot, people who follow these trends. Nijbowers.
I don't know what that is.
It's Neuge Bowers, Nijbowers.
Okay.
It's a company that follows trends, weddings, and all that kind of thing. Actually boiled down what they feel are the 5 best places in South Dakota to pop the question.
Oh, okay.
To pop the question.
Is our house on the list?
It is not. Not necessarily in any order, but why not? Sure, let's just go with 5 of them here. At number 5 is, okay, you're in love, you're going to ask her, maybe she's going to ask you, or he asks him, I can't keep it all straight anymore, there's a dog sleeping with cats, Prairie Berry Winery.
Oh, nice.
Oh, okay.
You'd spend the day at the winery with your vino, your cheeses, unforgettable experience, not to mention beautiful aesthetics for photos.
Okay.
That's why they're saying that is in the top 5. I have never been. Have you been to
I
Prairie
don't
Berry?
know.
Yeah, we have. In the Black Hills. And then they had one in Sioux Falls downtown. I think they have one in Sioux Falls somewhere else now.
Prairie Berry? I think it's behind Shields, I
In the
believe.
western, yeah.
Yeah,
Now
yeah,
there's
yeah.
a new one there. We were at the one downtown. So.
Yeah, okay. Spearfish Canyon.
Oh, okay.
Really, it's super picturesque. Again, I've never been there.
Yeah. been there.
Last story I remember doing about Spearfish Canyon, it had to be 25 years ago. There were reports of porcupines chewing through brake lines on people's cars that were parked around there. And then, I'm dead serious. They were addicted to the brake fluid.
Hopped up on trying to get their fix.
Yeah. Yeah, people just crashing in mountains and stuff.
Oh my gosh.
Doing Thelma and Louise.
I don't know if
What's causing this? Well, porcupine shoot through the brake lines.
I don't know if he's kidding.
Oh, I've got it on tape somewhere. I'm sure it was all true. So let's see. Mount Rushmore is at number 3.
That's a good place. Yeah.
Mount Rushmore. Although it may not seem like it, according to these folks, Mount Rushmore can turn into one of the most romantic places in the world. And it has stood the test of time on many different occasions and blah, 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 blah. So there you go.
Okay.
We're still West River here. Badlands National Park.
Okay.
They don't say any place in particular because that's a lot of space, isn't it?
Right.
Oh, Wall Drug. I bet that's a good
Is.
place.
That's fantastic. And
Got your ring right over
you
here.
get a ring cheap, too. Just put a quarter in the machine, crank the dial.
Pretty sure I saw on a billboard. Wedding rings, $5.
And, I'm not sure about this, but at least we're bringing it home. Falls Park.
Oh, yeah. That's
Okay.
cool.
You think?
I think so.
Do you?
I would do it on that bridge.
In the evening,
Yeah.
when the falls
Really?
are all lit
Yeah.
up. 'cause
Okay,
they
with
make them all
or without
pretty.
people around.
When there's other tourists falling in the water and floating past. I mean, maybe not that part.
Well, you wouldn't want people around.
You would do it,
wanna
yeah,
do
but
it
you wouldn't-
when it
Yeah.
was-
See,
yeah.
even the whole public proposal thing, I could not do.
No, that's creepy.
In fact, I read a story 2 weeks ago. A couple at a minor league ball game.
Oh,
Did you see this story? It was on
Did
video.
you say no?
They actually, 7th inning stretch where everybody's kind of partying and the music's playing. This guy walks his girlfriend out the top of the dugout on the third baseline. And there's a couple thousand people in the stands. And people whip out their phones and start going. And he drops to a knee and her face is like, "Dear Lord, don't." And he does. And it's now up on the screen, center field.
Will you marry me? Nope.
And she just goes, "Don't do this. Don't." And she ends up leaving, just going, "I've got to go." And she leaves. People are even walking out of the stadium. And they're interviewing one of the spectators later on, and he goes, "Yeah, man, poor guy. Whoa, that was just horrifying." And it was. You just felt uncomfortable immediately. So, yeah, maybe it's something you want to keep private.
Yeah,
You
definitely.
know, the top 5 picks from a company we've never heard of in our lives.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'd mention that.
If you want to get...
I have been engaged twice, by the way.
Have you?
Yes.
Did you do a public
No.
proposal or no?
No, let's see. First wife proposed to me,
No, okay.
standing on a dock on Lake Minnetonka.
Okay.
Well, she was laying on the dock. I was fishing at the end of the dock.
Nice.
It was all very touching.
Did you say yes?
I did, because like an hour later, her parents are in my house. I'm going, where did you come from? So, yeah.
Nice. Well, if somebody wants to pop the question at a magic show, I've got some tickets to a magic show. I'm going to give these away right now.
Second time I actually used a marquee in Sioux Falls for it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I knew some people who owned the business, big marquee. And
That's cool.
So that was pretty public.
no, because her name was on just her first name.
Oh, yeah.
Just said, "Hey,
Right.
I'm here. Will you marry me?"
Nice.
Pulled up, or whatever. I said, "Hey, let's see, what's a lunch special here?" And she looked up and just started bawling.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was kind of cool. And I had a ring in the console of the car, and I whipped the ring out, and now she's just freaking out. And she pops the ring, "Where did you get this?" And me being me, I said, "Well, I made it at Leafy Erickson Day Camp. The other kids made wallets." And she was so shook, she actually went, "Really? That's so great." yeah, I made a diamond ring at Leafy Erickson Day Camp. So.
For those of you who want to pop the question, or if you just want to enjoy a magic show, I'm going to give away, call me here, 605-933-1980. First person to call in, Spellbound Magic Show. It's on the 29th. That's this week. It's Thursday night. Harrisburg. All the details at facebook.com/sunnyradio.
I kind of feel like I've been talking about BetterCreditCards.com forever now, but we want to mention that BetterCreditCards.com is designed to help you get a better credit card. Why should that matter to you? Because this can save you money every single month. There's no fee to check it out, so when you get a minute, click on the website BetterCreditCards.com and see if we can help you find a better credit card. Do it today. BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
It's time now for a bright spot of news brought to you by Paul's Designer Showroom on Lake Lorraine in Sioux Falls. They can brighten any room with a beautiful light fixture, and we are going to brighten your day right now with some positive news. I've got a super positive dude joining me, Tom Moore. He is with Collision, and we're going to talk about a cool thing they're doing. Tom, how you doing, sir?
Hey, I'm awesome, John. How are you?
I am fantastic. It was great to connect last week. The two of us got a chance to get together, and you were telling me about a fun event that's coming up and a Collision raffle where one winner is going to drive home a really cool Polaris Ranger. Now let's talk about
Ranger.
Let's talk about how people can win this, and then we're going to circle back and talk about Collision and give everybody an idea of what they're helping to support. It's a cool thing. But how do I win the Polaris, first of all?
Yeah, absolutely. So you can go to Driving Hope, HOPE, drivinghopebacktoschools.org, and you can purchase a ticket there, or you can stop in at our Collision offices, 3815 Southwestern, and a couple of different ways to purchase tickets.
This is a really cool thing, and there's only going to be 1,000 tickets sold. So the really cool thing about that is your chances are pretty darn good, and the money is going to help support Collision in all that you do. And again, you and I had a great conversation last week. You kind of told me, and I knew a little bit of it, but I learned more. Let's give everybody kind of like an elevator pitch of what Collision does in Sioux Falls.
Yeah, absolutely. So we are the student-led ministry. We go into the middle and high schools and want to ignite the hope of Jesus in all 24,000 students in Sioux Falls and the surrounding areas with the hope of Jesus.
And you guys do some awesome things in the schools, and you empower the young people that are in the schools, give them the tools they need to help their friends kind of get on a better track in life.
Absolutely. We want to train up disciples that make disciples and, once again, carry the hope of Jesus to their fellow students and the world around them. So, we love doing it. We've been doing it for about 13 years here in Sioux Falls, started over at Lincoln High School. And, so this year with our golf tournament, we're doing the Polaris Ranger. Tickets are $100, and, all the funds go back into the schools to help us do what we do every day.
And again, there's a maximum of 1,000 tickets being sold, so 100 times 1,000 is $100,000. That would be a really nice thing for Collision to be able to continue doing what they're doing. And the cool thing is you have a chance to win a really cool Polaris. And if you win that thing and you don't want it, you come talk to me. I kind of want it. It's pretty darn cool.
Or I'm staff, so I can't do it. But, hey, John, you can pick me up for a ride.
There you go. Again, the grand prize drawing is coming up August 12th, which sounds like a long ways away. But we're going to be turning the page the end of this week to August, and it'll be here before you know it. So if you don't have a ticket yet, get one right away. Again, at the website, drivinghopebacktoschools.org. And if people are maybe not comfortable with the whole online thing, they can stop in and see you guys at Collision as well, right?
They can, yes. Monday through Friday between the hours of 8 and 4. And that's 3815 Southwesterns. We're in the same strip mall with running. Right
on Western Avenue. And a huge thank you to Schoeneman's Building Center. They're kind of across the street from you guys. Also, Vernite Motorplex and Paradigm Construction, because they're the ones that help put this together to help you guys get the Polaris and have it to raffle off. So huge thank you to those guys.
Yes, absolutely. Yes. We appreciate all that they do for us.
And your golf tournament is coming up on August 12th as well. Is there still room if people want to be a golfer or maybe be involved in that somehow?
There is. Teams of 4, $1,200. Once again, you can go to collision.org for information on the golf tournament. And if you'd like to put together a team, there are spots still available. So, collision.org, and we can get you registered there.
Very good. Collision.org for that. And if you'd like a ticket, drivinghopebacktoschools.org. And I know I'm throwing a lot of stuff at you, folks, so I'm going to make it really easy. We're going to put a link to all of this on our Facebook page as well. Tom, thank you so much, sir.
Absolutely. Thank you. And it was good catching up with you. Hope to see you again.
Absolutely. Again, Tom Moore, and he's with Collision, connecting and empowering students to ignite hope. All of the details on our Facebook page for both of the things we talked about, the golf tournament and how you can win this Polaris Ranger at facebook.com/sunnyradio and facebook.com/Sioux Falls News.
Addiction is a problem for many, and addiction can drive away those you love the most. Addiction can also lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and if you're not careful, Addiction can even cost you your life. TimeForRehab.com reminds you that you don't need to let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at TimeForRehab.com. We want to help. TimeForRehab.com. That's TimeForRehab.com.
Time now for Ranger Dan's Critter Corner, brought to you by Reaper Arsenal.
Well, I'm ruggedly handsome. I'm a heck of a man. I mess around with nature whenever I can.
He's Ranger Dan.
Yes, sir, I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I love the little critters and the big critters, too. Like to cook them up in a tasty stew.
He's Ranger Dan.
Yes, sir, I'm Ranger Dan. Well, it's time for Critter Corner right here on Sunny. If you like the show, then send me some money.
He's Ranger Dan.
Cash and credit card only. Yes, sir, I'm Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
All right, fella, little snappy salute off the well-established bear, the Ranger Dan Cap to you, too. What's happening over there, Rudy? Toot, 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 toot. Rudy, toot, toot, toot. Have a little fun with your name there, Rudy. Heidi!
Ranger Dan.
Hey, you know, it occurred to me here, doing a little research last night with Critter Corner and all things nature. I call it nature because it's nature and it's neat, and I just put them together. Say it with me.
Nature.
Something that's pretty dang famous in this state, and gosh darn it, we've never spoken a single darn word about it.
Okay.
And it's that time of year, people doing the touristy thing. So say if this radio station, this funny, Sunny,
Sunny.
sure,
Yeah.
right. Can people put a stream on their devices to listen so they can hear us?
SunnyRadio.com.
Like Guam and stuff like that?
Sure.
Yeah.
Part of Puerto Rico that has electricity?
That has electricity,
Yeah.
yeah.
All
They
right,
can.
well, cool. Well, hey, if you're heading this way, you may want to do, especially if you're into that whole mountain-type hiking thing, there's a great big old mountain-type thing right here. It's called Harney Peak. Well, it was called Harney Peak.
Okay.
Is that ringing a bell with you,
I know
too?
something, yeah.
It's the highest point in the gosh darn state of South Florida.
Okay.
Harney Peak. Well, it was Harney Peak for about 150 years. That switched up, let me see, about 5 years ago, 2016, actually. It's now known as Black Elk Peak.
Really?
That's what it is. It got changed, apparently, according to legend, when South Dakota Senator John Thune was losing big at a blackjack table. Somewhere in Pine Ridge there, one of them, the Prairie Winds Casino and Hotel, and made a little side bet, and well, now you know that story, so there you go, Black Elk Peak, gotta love it. You know, that gosh darn thing is 7,242 feet tall.
Okay.
That is, think about, if you're not sure how high that is, try to imagine that is, to put that in perspective for you there, Gene and Heidi. That is 2 or 3 times taller probably than that hotel on Phillips in downtown Sioux Falls.
Okay.
So yeah, you're going to want oxygen. You get up in that gosh darn thing. So yeah, here's the deal. Now, in case you are a climber and you're trying to, well, how long would that take to get up? Or how long would it take to get down? Well, it really ain't that big of a deal. It's about 2 to 3 hours.
Okay.
On the ascent, that's going up
Right.
about 2 to 3 hours. Coming down can be a different story. The descent or the coming down, depending on your fitness and skill set, can be another 2 or 3 hours, or if you suck at it, about a minute and a half.
Whole lot of tumbling.
I'm talking about this whole darn thing. You know, it brings back some kind of fine memories for me. I mean, you're all familiar with my little girl, Ranger daughter.
Yeah.
She captains a tuna boat out of Juneau now, which is an island called Alaska, just off the coast of Texas. She must have been, I don't know, probably, I think maybe in the 5th grade, right in there. She just a little ranger type. 4th, 5th grade, she couldn't have been more than 14 or 15 years old. She made just the darndest little Lego. You're familiar with Lego? She made a Lego model of what was Harney Peak, now Black Elk Peak, little Lego model of that. And I'm looking at it, I'm kind of oohing and on. I said, so, hey, Ranger daughter, is that thing to scale? She said, oh, don't be dumb, Ranger Dad. It's just a look at. I swear, I still don't know what she was talking about. Oh, boy. That's something. And I tell you what, kids, no one should really ever have another one. Well, that's all the time we have today, little Radio Rangers. Till next time, this is Ranger Dad out. Say it with me.
Yes, sir.
I'm Nick from PureCannaCompany.com. We create the purest form of CBD with just 3 ingredients. CBD, as simple as 1, 2, 3. Everything is 100% natural, GMO-free, gluten-free, kosher, and made in the USA. From the soil to the oil, we provide the purest form of CBD. We also keep the prices low, so we can help as many people as possible. Learn more at PureCannaCompany.com. Oils, lotions, bath bombs, and more. Use promo code RADIO to save 10% 10% at PURECANA, purecanacompany.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Tuesday, July 27th, 2021. All the major indices closed at or near all-time highs on Monday. For now, the expectation for strong earnings in the tech sector outweighs concerns about the Delta variant. Cases of COVID-19 continue to rise throughout the United States. However, the market analysts believe that only a return to restrictive lockdown policies would be enough to spook the markets. Of greater short-term concern to investors is the Federal Reserve and what they will say when they conduct their open market committee meeting this week. Specifically, the markets will look for any indication that the Fed will tighten its accommodative money policy sooner than the committee had previously stated. Meanwhile, investors heard from Tesla after the market closed Monday. The timing of Tesla's report is particularly interesting as shares of Lucid Motors jumped 8% on its first day as a publicly traded company. Lucid is seen by many analysts as a competitor to Tesla in the premium electric vehicle market. You can get the inside track at marketbeatminute.com.